I just wanted to do a little Midsummer's farm update. It's been a while since I kind of documented what's going on here. A couple of interesting things that happened here was, I'll put a video up. We had one of our banded sharks, which are basically algae eaters in there, flip over there and was in here, and they've gotten big enough to where they can't fit their whole bodies in here. I can't believe how quickly they've grown. They're like 8 inches long now, and they have a giant fin. It looks like they're a shark swimming. So this is one of those little tiny banded sharks that I put in here. And he has grown from the size of his head to a very large size in a very quick time, actually. These guys are string algae eaters. They eat loads of algae, so they're really valuable. And they're really pretty when they're little, but I didn't know they would grow that quickly. He's big, man. He is big. We haven't started decorating around here because I'm trying to just let things gel a little bit. The pond itself is looking marvelous. Still getting millions of tadpoles everywhere. The other thing we're getting a lot of is fireflies. So there's like in the evening and in the morning, there's got to be 300 fireflies just buzzing around here. And what I've noticed is our mosquito population has gone down significantly, like there are none. So I'm guessing it's the fireflies eating those little suckers, which is kind of great. Yeah, I don't pay too close attention to the stuff around the side of the pond. I just kind of wanted to let it grow for a while and kind of see what would, kind of where the water flows and what would happen. We do have some morning glories sticking their little roots in there, which is pretty cool. And the other thing I noticed, which is super cool, is this is like a perfect place for bees to get a drink. So my neighbor over there has like, I think 5 or 6 beehives now. They have found this. They used to go over there, but oh, maybe you can see the fireflies in the sun. There's always just millions, and they're like jet fighter pilots, just eating everything. But yeah, this is the perfect spot. It's not flowing very fast, although it does move a little bit, so it's fresh. And yeah, we planted some water lilies in here. We haven't planted too much else. And so this has got 5 foot of gravel under it. 4 foot of gravel, probably, so there's a lot of space for the roots to grow in here. And this little guy, I'm tempted to leave in here because he's so big, but he's up here in the filter. But I think he'd be much happier if we put him downstairs where he can see his friends. But man, he got big up there in that filter. So leads me to believe we should probably get some mosquito fish up there, because he's obviously eating something. You feed, little buddy. What do you think, Hanky boy? I had Hank and all the emus. They tend not to get in here unless I'm in here in the pond. But I got in yesterday and they all got in except for one of the baby girls. Everybody's mostly friends in the pond, except for Jackie. Jackie's trying to chase everybody away from her boys. Jackie is very protective over Hank and Sam. Isn't it, Hank? Hank, you're pushing me off the edge. There's no place else to go, buddy. I've actually never had them all in here at the same time. We're just missing one. Okay, Hank. Okay, buddy. You're getting a little crazy here. You're getting a little crazy. That is a pile of birds, isn't it? Yes, it is a pile of birds. Right, let's go that way. Let's go that way. Come on. Let's go that way. Come on. So next year is going to be the year for figuring out this landscape, but I kind of wanted to just let it gel for a little bit, just to kind of see what was going to happen here. I put these wood chips down, which was a terrible mistake because those don't feel good on bare feet. My rose bushes don't really have a chance to do anything because apparently roses themselves and all their leaves are a delicacy for emus, so they just chow them down. This, I've got to get some movement in this water, but so far, like I said, I don't see mosquitoes in here. That's really dirty. Mason spent a whole bunch of time in here the other day cleaning all this stuff up. So we got fresh litter in here, fresh nest boxes. Oh, and also, finally, we have some kitty cats. Hi, kitties. So this is Oliver. Hi, Oliver. And this is Abigail. And that's Wilson. They're living in the barn right now. But soon we will start letting them into the world. They've definitely conquered the cockroach population in here. But not so much the rats. I gotta clean that. I'm gonna do that real fast. All right, so we got some clean litter boxes. So they're basically, our plan is for them to be here until they get a little bit bigger, and then we're gonna let them use the chicken door as a kitty door so that they can go out here, and we don't have to worry about litter boxes anymore or any of that kind of stuff. And let's see, we haven't seen too much of our snakes out here. Not sure why. I've seen Phil a couple of times, but not a lot. What are we doing here, girls? Oh no, we got broken eggs. We get a lot of broken, dirty eggs. And yeah. So here's our little jungle. I almost am afraid to go in there. So this was originally our garden. There is super good soil in here. I gotta watch where I'm stepping in here, especially in flip-flops. And I've just left it alone. I decided, you know, the passion vines, impossible to stop. There's no way to stop them. So I'm just gonna let them go and see what happens. I'm gonna go around here. But yeah, I haven't really been back here a lot because my my zero-turn electric Ryobi lawnmower got eaten by rats. They literally ate the entire inside of the mower. And I sent it in to get serviced. And they said, it'll cost you $4,500 to fix this thing, which is right at the value of it. So, yeah, that was bad. So we need to fill this back up for sure. And that's partly why I haven't let the emus in here. Kind of a jungle over here. Any ideas what to do with it? This passion vine stuff is just tenacious. It's unstoppable. I suppose if I let the emus in there, they would trample some of that down, but still. Hi, Harry. You're not Harry. You are. So this emu we originally called MJ, but we figured out that it's not an endearing name. So we're going to call her Lucy from now on. which I think is more endearing, because she kind of gets lost in the shuffle, doesn't she, Hanky Boy? She gets lost in the shuffle. Yes, she does. Look at that old face. Look at that old face. Hank is now over 5 years old, which is just a blip in his life. Because you'll get to be 35 or 40, won't ya? Yes, you will. You'll get to be a big old boy. And Sammy Boy is the next oldest. Sammy's always feisty with me. Always feisty with me. He's never feisty with Courtney or Mason, but he's always a little feisty. Not sure what that is. They definitely have their own little personalities and likes and quirks. But he tries to get me almost every time. Just like that, just like little something. Let's call it a love bite. And Jackie, as always, protecting her boys from the other girls. She don't like nobody messing with the boyfriends, does she? No. We haven't lost any chickens since we had a little raccoon incident like almost a year ago. But since then, no worries. And these guys are all good free rangers. So they've been running around out here, and we're super heavy on insects and stuff right now. So there's a lot of stuff for them to eat. Despite the fact that we had pretty good rains earlier in the year, we're back kind of in drought mode again, as it happens. Just the way it goes here. So I don't actually water anything. It's just kind of like you guys figured out for yourselves, and they do. They kind of figured out. But one of the things that happens is the emus eat all the flowers off the trees, and so we don't get any fruit because all the flowers are gone, right? And so yeah, we don't get any fruit, but they love the flowers. So yeah, so that's kind of the update. Our plan is to, when it starts to cool down a little bit, we'll create a path from the gate up there all the way to there where we sit, and I think I'll do a pergola over that so I can plant some plants on there. And then we'll do a path that goes to the bridge and goes down here. Kind of debating on this, but at some point I think we'll build a pergola, kind of a somewhat covered thing with benches in it that we can sit kind of right here, because this is the best place to view the fish. So the pond is just doing spectacularly. I haven't had to do a thing to this, and the water is super clear. Hopefully you can see the fish down in there. I've started to add some somewhat fancy goldfish, because normally they would be susceptible to raccoons and whatever else comes out here, but the emus don't let anybody near the pond. So it kind of works out. All right, well, that's our update for today. I just kind of wanted to document what was going on here, because I haven't done that in a while, and we like to have that for later use so we can see as things evolve. You want to go take a dip, boys? It's kind of hot out here. Come on. What are you doing with my emu?
Mommy! Mommy!
Petting him.
You are?